we know that what is mean square error. After mean square error, the derivation will be completed in the previous derivation. Okay. And this is also very important. There is a few concept is there. Okay, let me give this derivation. It is very important. And the similar is the previous derivation only. We have to follow 4 steps. We are not take the fifth number steps, which I have saying initially of this class. We have to remember 5 steps to derive the coefficient equation. Okay, that is Cj, or you can C1, 2. But in this, for derive the mean square error, we have to know only the first 4 steps. What are those? You just write similar way as I have given in the previous derivation. Let us consider. Just do it fast, okay? Write it fast, because I'm not going to explain each of the steps. I have already explained in the previous derivation. Let us consider and orthogonal signals that are like G1t or G2t up to, you can write G and T. Okay, in the interval T1 to T, similar way the previous derivation. And we can say, since those are orthogonal function or orthogonal signal, so we can write T1 to T2, any the product of any 2 orthogonal function. Okay, Gj and Gk T dt, any product of any orthogonal function will be 0 if this if the functions are different. The function should not be equal. Okay, and we have taken another term, Gj T dt equal to Kj. Okay, where j you can say 1, 2, 3 like that up to n. So after that, I am saying that any function ft can be approximating. Similar way can be approximate over an interval T1, T2 by a, after this over. So
1 minute.
Any function ft can be approximate over an interval T1 and T2 by a similar to the previous derivation only.
Completed.
By a linear combination of above or of these and mutually orthogonal function. Okay, how we can give ft approximate? We have to give this symbol C1 G1t plus C2 G2t plus up to you take up to C and G and T. Okay, and in the interval T1 T2, then if we make a summation sign here, we can express in terms of summation sign also. This is CR GRT in the interval T1 T2. Okay, so what will be the error? We have given this is the second step, or this is the third step, we can say. This error in this approximation in this approximation is, what is the error? FET can be found by subtracting these two terms, FT minus summation R equal to 1 and CR GRT. Okay. So now we are going to, because our topic is derive the mean square error. So mean square error can be given the expression for mean square error, the mean square error in this approximation is, what is the mean square? We know the formula, epsilon can be given 1 by T2 minus T1 integration T1 to T2 FE square T dt. Okay. This is the similar way. We are just up to, we'll take up to 4 number steps. Okay. Next step is we have to put this FE value in between, this FE value here in this equation. Okay. Like 1 by T2 minus T1, T2 minus T1, T1 to T2, you write here FT minus summation of R equal to 1 and CRGR T whole square dt. Okay. After that, we have to break this formula, this A minus B whole square formula. So, can I proceed for next? Who is this? Please silent. Okay, then proceed. These are the similar step you can take the from the previous derivation. 1 by T2 minus T1, T1 to T2. If you break, there this A square plus B square minus twice AB. Okay, we are not going to equate. Okay, so let me take the integrations term in the this inside the bracket T1 to T2 F square T dt plus take the summation outside R equal to 1 to n CR square, then take the integration GR square T dt minus twice summation R equal to 1 to n CR integration T1 to T2 FT is there, FT and GRT is there. Okay, the time T term is there. This is the equation. Okay, So we know that what is the equation of CR? We already know. CR can be given by, we know that, right? We know that from the previous derivation, we know that CR equal to what? T1 to T2 Ft, the approximation function, and R is there, that is the orthogonal function corresponding to R will come RT dt by T1 to T2 GR square T dt. Okay. So this is the this denominator part is nothing but we can take it is as a constant kr. Then the above function can be right, T1 to T2 CR. Above function can be right, F to GRT Ft GRT dt equal to CR KR. We can write this. Okay. So by putting this term here, because we know that you can write like that, T1 to T2 GRT equal to dt equal to KR, you can write. Okay, because we know that this. Okay, or we can assume, you can write assume also, that integration T1 to T2 GRT dt equal to a constant time square, a constant time KR. Okay, so by putting this term as a KR and this term as a this CR KR, what will be the equation then? It's over we have given this equation as number 1. This is as number 1. After that, we take this term as a CR KR. Next, you can write it's over. These are the epsilon, no? These are the epsilon. Okay. So it again 1 will be epsilon as a 1 by T1 minus T2 or T2 minus T1, you can write what I mean. T2 minus T1, T1 to T2 F square T minus or equal plus R equal to 1 to N C N, right? CR square KR minus twice summation R equal to 1 to N CR square KR. Okay. Here that is twice this term, and here 1 only. So this will be 2 minus 1. Ultimate equation would be integration T1 to T2 F square T dt minus summation R equal to 1 to N CR square KR. Okay. Or you can write like that also, 1 by T2 minus T1 T1 to T2 F2 square dt minus C1 square K1 plus C2 square K2 plus up to Cn square Kn. This is the ultimate derivation. These are the expression for the mean square error, often asked in the exam. Derive the equation for mean square error. Okay. Is it over? Please let me know.
Yes, sir. Over.
So why this derivation is required, and or I can say what is the final conclusion for this function? Okay, let me say we have taken FET. Okay, approximation C1. Just let me give the concept. G1t plus C2 G2t plus up to Cn Gnt. Okay, and we have approximate. Okay, taking by Gn equal to t. Okay, so what happened here? You can see that error will be 0 when. Okay, let me say like that. This is the constant term. This is the function, and here you see that when we take only one term, only one function, okay, to represent ft by only one function, one orthogonal function G1t, the G1t corresponding error term is this is, okay. If you take the only one term, the error will be more, okay. If you increase the coefficient, if you take another function to represent this ft, then the summation of this make this overall term less. Okay, when you take two term, then error will be decreases. Okay, when you take three term, then error is gets more less value. Okay, if you take n term, or you can say if you take the n equal to infinity term, okay, infinity means and it's going to equal with this term, okay, then the error will be 0. Understood? By this equation we conclude that as we increase the orthogonal functions, okay, to represent the signal ft, the error going to be decrease. Understood? There's the things you should know, or you can write in the below. As we increase the orthogonal functions to represent a signal, the error gets decreasing. That also you can write at the conclusion part. So after this, I think it's clear. Any doubt, please you can ask. And we have another class, okay, at the second half also, from 2 to 3, I think. Okay, so we'll take that class also, and I'll complete this vector and signal analogy part, okay, by today itself, and we'll take the Fourier series from tomorrow onwards. Till now, is there any doubt? There has some concepts, okay, you should know that. Here I am saying that as we increase the orthogonal function, error vector, that is mean MSE value, mean square error, going to be decreasing. Okay, if you take n as a infinity, then error will be 0. And in the previous, when we derive this equation for this orthogonal signal space, then also I am saying that if we are going to find any coefficient value of the GR, then we have to multiply this FT with that GR value. Okay, if you take a 10, then here C10 will become. That's thing I am saying.